Hey, welcome to yoga class. This is Lindsay McDougall, and I'm so excited that you're here with me. We're going to be going through our poses today with the same object in mind, which is to get to Bird of Paradise. And let's start seated with a block, and we'll just explore all of this stuff through our breath, through our asana. So don't feel like this class is terribly out of reach because we are starting from the fundamentals and there are options and variations as we go forward. So let's start in Sukhasana with legs crossed, and you can bring a block to whichever height feels right for you. I like to have one foot in front of the other if you want to go into lotus, or for some of you who might want to be in Virasana hero pose, you can bring your knees together, pull the flesh of the calf muscles out to the side as you sit back on your block. Heels are outside the hips, and you can have that block at any height. So find your posture. And begin to lift the crown of the head. Exhale the shoulders down the back. Notice the breath. You can gently close your eyes and begin to ground into the sits bones. So we take this time to create that break in our schedule, in our day. We're tuning in, and we're carving out this time for ourselves to give to others through our body, through our health. So consecrating this time, finding what's in your heart for this practice today. Begin to deepen the breath into the lower abdomen, into the hips. Turn your gaze inward. So I'm feeling this energy very strongly with you guys. So taking that, bring hands to heart center, feeling connected here in this moment. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Let's twist over to the right, bringing the left hand outside the right thigh, right hand back. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Round the sits bones. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Outside of right hand to outside of left thigh. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder behind you. Rounding both sits bones. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's take the right knee to the sole of the left foot. So you may have to remove your block here so that the right heel is outside of the right hip. And then the left hand comes behind. Let's lift the hips. Inhale, open the arm. Reach up and around behind. Exhale down. Inhale. Open up your arm. Puff the sides, the interior, chest, the under the armpit. Let's take one more. Inhale. Release and open the diaphragm, open the chest. Exhale, switch sides, lean back. Bring the left knee to the right sole of the foot so that the left foot's tracking back beside the left hip. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, reach the arm back behind you. I have to move up a little because I always tell you guys to have space, and I have to move up because my space is in front of you. So make sure you have the space. Inhale, open up the arm, lift the hips, reach and extend. Exhale, come down. Take this 2 more times, moving with the breath. So the breath is what really instigates the movement, is the inspiration for the movement. Inhale. So the top of the breath, we get to that zenith of the movement. Exhale, lower the hips. Let's come to, for our tabletop, all fours, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, pull in the belly, puff up the back of the chest. Inhale, open. So really think about this as getting in touch with our core, getting in touch with how our upper body and our shoulders connect with our hips through our core and our breath, through the latissimus dorsi. Inhale, open. The lats, which come at a kind of a V shape on the back. So empty your breath, tuck the chin, press the sacrum back, shins down. Inhale, open the chest, elbows back, collarbones open, sits bones raised. Come to neutral spine here. And let's bring the hands back to the heels, and then bring the top of the head to the mat, and give the head a little bit of a massage here. So lifting the hips and just pressing the top of the head in our rabbit pose. And if you massage the top of the skull and just kind of release, we're going to end with our inversion today. So this is just saying hello, saying it's time to get into movement. And exhale, lower the hips, come into your down dog. Pedaling out the feet, pressing the hips back. Biceps towards the ceiling, inner heels back. Good. Inhale, come forward into our plank pose. Lower the knees, come into bear pose, where you're bracing but not touching the knees to the mat. So they're just hovering an inch above the mat. Elbows are back. You're lifting the back body. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, let's drop the right knee and reach the left arm up. Exhale, come to plank again. Inhale, lengthen, heels back, elbows back. Exhale, bend the knees. Bear stance here. So you can bring the big toe mound, bouncing on the toes there. Engage that core. You got this, and then come back to plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the left knee. Right inner heel comes down, raise the right arm. Moving with the breath, exhale, come back to plank pose, drop down into chaturanga, or if you want to go to knees, chest, chin, yogi's choice. Obviously more core if you're coming forward into chaturanga. Inhale, lift, lengthen. I'm doing low cobra here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog, and actually walk the hands back, maybe half a hand or a full hand back. So you're in this shortened down dog here. And then you're going to reach the left hand back to outside the shin, maybe outside the ankle. Maybe you can even press the right hand and left heel in and grab that ankle. And then drop the head, look underneath that right arm. So we're getting that diagonal stretch, hips up, keep the hips square, and then twist from mid-back. And exhale, down dog. Switch sides, bring the right hand across to outside the shin, the ankle, and then exhale, drop the head, press the hips back with the left arm, keeping, again, that external rotation of the outer shoulder, lifting the inside of the arm, hips are square, and we're twisting a bit, and using gravity for our balance here. Exhale, come out to a plank pose. Let's take another Dhanyasana. This time you can take as you wish. So I always offer knees, chest, chin. Dropping the chest between the thumbs. Inhale, squeezing forward to just a small cobra. Kneecaps engage, elbows back. Exhale, untuck the toes, elbows in. Press the hips back. So you're isometrically pulling the inner elbows in to press yourself back. Come into down dog. Inhale, lengthen your down dog. Exhale. Outer thighs back. Inner heels back. Good. Good. Lift the right leg back. Forward, low lunge here. Look forward. Exhale, left foot together, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Look forward. Lift the abdomen, shoulders down the back. Exhale, inner thighs back, drop the head, forward fold. Inhale, slight bend to the knees. Open up the arms how you wish. Reach, lengthen, little back bend, and exhale down. Find your center, find your mountain pose. Lift the heart, thumbs to sternum. And we'll make our way through some creative sun salutations here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, place the hands, hop or step to your plank, or if you're hopping, you're coming with bent elbows. Lower down, tuck the tailbone, belly button to thumbs. Exhale, coming back into down dog. Inhale, right foot back. Sweep it forward to the right wrist. Left knee down. Let's come to raise the arms up overhead. We're in a low crescent with the foot tucked under. Arms up, sink the heels. And then exhale, let's come into a little twist here. Thumbs to heart center. And then revolve your chest towards your knee, bringing that elbow outside the thigh. But so much energy, so much of the effort is coming from your low abdomen, your low navel. You're getting into that breath, you're exhaling, you're lifting the chest with the core while simultaneously dropping the sacrum, tailbone, and creating this revolved chest, okay? Make sure those thumbs touch the center of the sternum. regulate the breath. Inhale, lift the back knee. If you don't want to lift or you just want to take it easy this time, you can, but for those who want to go there, you can lift the back knee. Last breath. Exhale. Bring the hands inside the right foot. Low lunge here. Look forward and then bring that knee to touch the upper shoulder of your right deltoid. So when I say deltoid, it's that muscle that sticks out in our side view. Triceps right under it. So it's going to go right underneath, right where the deltoid kind of comes to a point on the upper arm there. And then inhale, we're going to drop the left heel and open up the left arm. Low lunge here. Kind of a side angle variation. So pull the tailbone in, squeeze the glutes back, heels back, and expand the chest. Weight even. If you need to, pull it back, just be careful with the right knee. Obviously, that's going to be supported by the shoulder, but you don't want it to, you want to track over that second toe, and you don't want to be eclipsing your toe with the knee, which that's probably hard to do in this pose. Okay, come down, let's take a vinyasa here, left hand down, come through, upward facing dog. Squeeze and lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the left leg long. Exhale, sweep it forward to the left wrist. Drop the right knee. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, lower the hips. The back right toes are tucked under. It's going to really help balance. It's also a really nice toe stretch, It's getting us a little more flexible. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Keep that exhale going. Wrap the left waist back, right elbow to outer thigh. And then exhale, you can use that left thumb to lift and lengthen away from the inner thigh. If that helps to get those thumbs to the center of the chest. Okay, good. Exhale. Just drop the left hip a little bit more for me. Lengthen a little more. And then those who want to do it, you can raise your back knee into a low lunge, a low high lunge, a twisted low lunge. Good. Last breath. And exhale. Bring the hands inside the left foot. And as we prepare, glue that left knee to the bottom of the deltoid. And you're noticing my toes are pointed so they're not off to the side. The outer edge of the foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. So that's going to keep us lined up. We're going to lift the hips, drop the right heel to the left. Coming into that warrior two stance. We're going to keep the arms low, left hand down, right arm comes up. Squeeze, suction that knee to the shoulder, left hip back, squeeze the inner thighs down and back, the heels down and back, and the back foot is helping to rudder this, and the left hamstring is somewhat engaged just to keep this at a lower, keeping it low, keeping it strong. Good. Exhale, drop the right hand, take a plank, take a chaturanga, take a knees, chest, chin, vinyasa, it out. So I'm starting heavy today with the bigger poses, but as I said, there are always ways to make pose work, and it's accessible to everyone. Inhale, back leg, reach, seek a nice three-legged dog here, stretch out that left calf, weight even on the hands. Let's walk the hands back, coming into splits here, keeping the right leg raised in our standing split. Drop the head. Inhale, look forward, come up, bring the right knee through, and then let's place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Sit back into chair pose with figure four legs. Drop the right hip, engage the right toes, inner toe mound. All the toes are flared and pointing, so you get that nice long inner calf, inner thighs back. Engage the glutes here. Exhale, forward fold. And if you want to have a block nearby to forward fold to the next version of this, or if you're a super bendy yogi and you want to bring that heel right up into your belly button and fold over, you can do that too. Drop the head, exhale. Good. Right knee gets heavy. You can keep a micro bend to the left knee, inner thigh going back. Inner knee going back with that strength through the leg. Good. If you have a block, remove the block and let's walk our hands out into down dog and then your sun salutation. If you had your left heel or your heel in your belly button as I'm demonstrating, you can keep that just for fun. You know, do your sun salutation in half lotus. Don't kill yourself though. Do what feels good. All right, dropping the heels, outer shoulders down, lift the left leg back, three-legged dog. Drop the left shoulder, weight even on the hands. And then walk the hands back, lifting the left leg. Drop the head. And then one hand can come behind the calf and you can lift that left leg even higher. So find your edge here. I'll bet you can go even higher than you think. A lot of flexibility, but also strength. Good, and then exhale. Look forward as you lower the left leg, sweep that left knee through. Arms up. Exhale, thumbs heart center, cross the left ankle over right knee. Sit back, engage those glutes. Lift the chest, shoulders down the back, flare out those toes. We're always trying to elongate everything. So our feet included, outer feet, inner feet. Level 3 folks, if you want to take the heel up into the umbilicus. My balance. It was just like last week. I couldn't get my balance, partly because my mat was sliding around, but now I'm. We got this. Okay, so the heel goes into literally into your belly button, and you're dropping the knee, and the foot just lays into that right groin crease, and then you fold over. So find your fold over position now. You can bring the block for level 1 and use this as a nice supported outer right hip stretch, outer left hip stretch. You can find a lot in this pose, I'm sure. And then those of you who are going fully into the fold, just keep on dropping that left knee. Right inner thigh, right inner knee is moving back. Wide sacrum. And upper body's soft. Again, you can keep that micro bend in the right knee to just help you with balance and strength. And then we'll gently come out, walk the hands forward into down dog, and then take your version of a sun salutation as you feel. Back into our down dog. Lift the back of the heart upward. Bring the low ribs in. So really using the front of the rib cage towards the belly button. Inner thighs back. Create a nice long breath here. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Squeeze at the top, little back bend here. Squeeze glutes, lift chest. And exhale down. Good. Let's take a block nearby and do a bit of malasana or goddess pose. And I wanted to do, before we go straight into the malasana, I want us to do a couple prep things. So let's come to wide-legged stance on your mat. Left leg back. And some flowing lunges here. So bring the thumbs inside the knees. And then bend that left knee as you bring the right hand to the ground and roll to the heel of the right foot. Okay? And then you can use your hands this whole time. We're going to exhale, switch legs. Inhale, switch legs. You can inhale and exhale as you wish. Think of like the samurai. You can bring hands to our center as well. Get some more to the core and the legs. Let's do a few more. Just going at your pace, using your breath. So you could be going slowly and using most of the body's weight on your hands and, just coming to a little bend there, then that's good. Okay. And then from here, come back to center. Bring the hands to hips. Lift all the way up. And then bending the knees with the heels in. We have our block kind of nearby if you need. Bring the thumbs to the knees, and then really let your weight sink all the way down, but keep only tension in between your palms and your inner knees. So weights exhale, shoulders called all the way up to the lower skull. So you feel those shoulder muscles in the lower skull. You're going to drop the right shoulder, press into that right inner thigh. Feels pretty great. And drop the right shoulder lower. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, looking over to the right, as you simultaneously press that left knee back. Good. Exhale, lower, left shoulder lowers even more. Nice. And then we're going to come to a little bit more active here, bringing the hands to the floor. The right hand's going to come inside the right foot, and we're going to press the knee to the deltoid again, just like we did. Lift the left arm. Easy peasy. Exhale. You can use a block if you like. You can bring that 1 or 2 blocks on either instep of the foot. Place that hand down next to the foot on the inside, and then the knee touches tricep, deltoid. Lift the arm the other way. Exhale, move to the right. Drop the hips, twist. So this is a groin opener, and it's getting into our core, toning the inner legs, toning the obliques and the abs. Okay, and then we haven't even gotten to malasana yet. All right, let's come to center and walk the feet in, just about wider than hips. I very strongly encourage no block here. Elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Hands to heart center, and then drop the hips, lift the chest. Malasana. And if for some people, they do have tighter Achilles tendons. That's totally common. So what helps with that is a little blanket or some step up, because we want to have that contact throughout our foot to keep our balance. Good. Exhale. Lift the hips. Left hand comes down between the feet. Open up the right arm. Twist. Exhale. Forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Just let the arms and legs hang. And just flow side to side like some seaweed in a running water stream. That feels nice. And then drop it, right arm down, left arm comes up, twist. Good, exhale, and seaweed again. And let's come into one more malasana. So bend the knees, triceps, delts to knees, drop hips with your hands to heart center. And once here, those of you who want to move into crow, you can keep that connection from your knees to your upper arms. Palms come down, and you just get to your tippy toes and roll, rock on forward. And those who are just starting to do crow and want to try it out, when I first started learning, I put my knees behind, I would rock forward enough that my knees could get on my upper elbow area, like a shelf, and that helped a lot. So go to just have a little fun here. Good, and then exhale, lift the hips, remove any props, and we'll come to the top of our mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, let's take the vinyasa here. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Take a nice slow upward dog. and downward facing dog. Okay. Good job, guys. Let's take our right foot back and sweep it forward to halfway up our mat, coming into pyramid prep here. So hands at the hips, lift the chest. Squeeze the thighs up, drop the tailbone, and then exhale, come forward. Bring your right hand to the top of your sacrum, and then the left hand comes down, and you place it outside the right foot for more classical, or in a block, of course, works as well. We're going to come into our twisting triangle. So notice with the right hand on the sacrum, the hips are even, so the left hip is not up and back further. It's not drooping down with a saggy left knee. Nope, we're staying straight. Inner thighs are back. And the chest is nice and long. And one way you can help yourself to lengthen is by tucking the chin, Jalandhara Bandha, create that energy lock to create that space in the back of the neck. Open up the arms if you feel. Just enjoy this twist. And then exhale. Coming down, place the block, or if you didn't have a block, just come to frame the right foot and take a vinyasa here. Nice upward dog here. Down dog. Inhale the left leg back. Sweep it forward, behind left wrist. Right heel comes up, hands on the hips. Squeeze thighs back and lift the chest. So we're going to tuck the hips so that you're lifting the front hip points. Tailbone is down. Kneecaps engaged. And then with both hands on the hips, we'll hinge forward. Keep the left hand on the sacrum, and the right hand's going to come to a block or to the floor. And as you go, squeeze the kneecaps up and back. Keep those hips level. The more traditional way, obviously, is the right hand outside of the foot. And then once you feel steady, stable, all about really focus on the legs. Once the legs are good, and you've got those square hips and everything is engaged and locking back, locking in the Sukha Sthira way, the softness and strength way. Our gaze is soft, open up the arms. Everything in our heart is soft. Our mind is soft. Our legs are strong. Ah, nice. Okay. And then dropping the left hand, removing your blocks. And let's meet on our abdomen. And tuck the toes behind. And you can rest your cheek on the mat. Let's just gather ourselves as we come into the floor portion of our class. So, in this position here, just feel the earth. Let's take a nice breath here. gratitude. Good. Then we're going to take our hands behind, palms face up. Bring the forehead to the mat, face down. Keep the shoulders lifted. And then also let's lift the left leg, stretch it out, reach the toes, point the toes back. Right leg, reach all the way out so we get nice long legs here. And then as we inhale, take it all the way up. Reach everything up and back. Keep the neck long, soft. Put shoulder blades up, glutes up, hamstrings up. Whatever those things are called, calves up, heels up, and exhale, other cheek to the mat. And then let's try this again. This time we're going to bring our hands to our sacrum and interlace the fingers. Thumbs are pointing towards the heels. And then we're going to zipper up the insides of the legs and the toes, elbows parallel. Inhale, lift the chest, and then press the thumbs and the inner wrists down the back. Lift the chest. Press the low ribs down. Breathe from the low ribs and the low back. Give space in the low back. Sacrum is down. Reach the inner chest forward. And exhale, coming down. So we didn't even bring our feet off the mat in that locust, in our Shavasana, but how much work did we get just by focusing on lifting the core and being in our breath? Good, let's take another one like that. If that was a lot for you already, or you were just really enjoying it, stay there. In locust, you can do, this time you can do hands interlace, elbows up, feet up. That can be next version. If you want to come to Dhanyasana Bow Pose, bring the hands back into first locust. Inhale, everybody, lift, coming into locust. Except Danurasana folks are going to bend their knees and keep reaching the hands back until they get that ankle and the other ankle. And those skills we just learned in the last pose are going to apply. The breath in the low back, the space in the low back. Once you have the grab, press the shins away. Create length. And keep the tailbone tracking down. So this is intense on the breath. You're going to be breathing into the low abdomen. One more breath. Woohoo! And exhale, let's come down. Another cheek, different cheek to the mat. Okay. Let's come into child's pose. So bring your hands back to your waist. Press yourself backwards into child's pose. And then we're going to make our way to our downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, warrior two on the right side. Open up the arms. Sit into the hips there. External rotation of the front leg as you lower the right hip. Internal rotation of the left leg. And you're looking over that third finger. Now can you reach the shoulder blades wider And pull your chest up higher. Breathe into your back body as you sit a little deeper. And then inhale, reverse. Exhale. Let's take the right hand down to the inner foot. Left arm raised. So we just did this in our wide-legged prep for malasana, but now our left leg's back and straight, heels are all aligned. And then we're dropping the hips. Let's take right arm karate chops up to the outer thigh, back of the hand to outer thigh, left hand comes around to grab, so that the right hand that's under can grab the left wrist. Okay, so once you have that, or you have side angle, do a really good side angle here, guys. You can do the bind. We're going to Bird of Paradise. And those of you who are watching or who want to try, just take a look. So we're going to, just like we did back and forth on the feet, back and forth on the feet. Let's do that here. Once you have that motion, you're going to get light in the left foot, right knee and outer shoulder stay stuck together. Left foot comes up, and we take to point on our right toe, and then drop the hips, drop the tailbone, press through the left leg. Okay, and then elbow to hamstring back. Just really press that right knee back. Drop the hips. If you want to extend the right foot, the core is super engaged. Left shoulder, left hip out to the left. Okay? I wanted to get us there, so we're doing it, guys. And then gently lower the right foot, left foot back, drop the hands. Let's take a vinyasa. Woohoo! Awesome work! It's hard, that stuff. But it's so fun, too. So I hope that helps. We'll try this on the other side. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, sweep it forward, left wrist. Right heel down, warrior two. Reach those arms long. Heart over hips. Look towards the third finger of the left hand. Same setup. So we did this on the other side. The left hip's going down. Right hip is rotating up. Inhale, reverse. You guys are going to be sore tomorrow. Exhale. Left elbow to knee. Let's take the arm perpendicular, and I'm walking my right foot in just so to make sure that I have that right angle on my left knee. And everything's aligned, outer lines of the left foot. Drop the left hand and get comfy in our side angle. Once the knee feels super glued to the shoulder, you've got that angle, you can karate chop the back of your hand up and then grab right wrist. So this is not my best side, but you can kind of see how we go. So side angle, folks, go to your edge. Those coming to Bird of Paradise, let's go back and forth between the feet, keeping the left shoulder glued to the left knee as much as possible. And then getting light in that right foot. Step up. Drop the head. Tippy toe, left foot. And then sit into your right hip like you're going into chair. And then when you feel light on the left foot, drop the hips, lift the chest, press through the right leg. So once you're here, left knee is back. Open up the chest and the hips to the right. Lengthen out the left foot. You can look to the right. Core is engaged. And enjoy where you are. Okay? This is meant to be exploratory and fun. Whoop. Drop that left leg slowly. Just like you came in, you come out. Right leg back. Pinwheel the arms down. Let's take our final vinyasa. Strongly encouraged here. And we'll meet back in down dog. Oh, sorry, I mean child's pose. Child's pose. You can have your elbows on the mat and hands in prayer. And then you can bend the elbows and bring the thumbs to the back of your heart and kind of shimmy those elbows forward. That can be a nice release for the lats, outer shoulders. A nice way of saying surrender to our Creator. Keep the hips to heels. Sinking. Imagine I'm coming around just like they did in the old days of yoga classes in actual fitness centers. Coming around and placing hands on the low back. Pressing the sacrum down. Last breath like this. Good. And inhaling. Let's do a headstand here, okay? So still a little bit warm. We've got that strength going on, so I suggest doing tripod headstand or Shavasana, regular headstand. If you are on your moon cycle as a woman, you might prefer to do legs up the wall. If you tend towards dizziness or that kind of thing, blood flow also. So find an inversion that feels good to you. You can put your sacrum on a block and then have your legs up the wall. Those going into more of the formal. Tripod is fun because it gives you that satisfaction of going upside down, but it's not as sustainable as Shavasana. You can't stay there for as long, I think. So place a blanket like half fold, and then the hands on the blanket, and then the head's going to go right in the middle of the triangle. And then just like in our crow, we're going to place one knee behind the shoulder, and then the other, on the, behind the elbow there, like on the upper arm as a shelf. And you can stay like this as you slowly get your hips up over your shoulders. So that takes some some core stability. All the while you're pressing evenly on the hands. Inner elbows are engaged. Inner chest is engaged. And then you can slowly press your feet up into the full headstand. Those who want to go to Shavasana, we're going to take left pinky finger inside the right pinky finger. I'll show you. And then the elbows are going to be at a 45-degree angle or so on the mat, so you have this flat part of your elbow here. And then the back of the head is going to rest in that little nest of your fingers. And you're going to take a pike, so you're going to lift the hips, down dog legs, and then lift onto tippy toes, walk the feet in. So this takes practice, but it's always best to do in the middle of the room, because it's super easy. Once you figure it out, it's very easy. It's very stable, because we have this foundation. So then we'll bring one knee in, and then the other. Then maybe switch sides, depending on how you are, until both knees catch. And then you can drop your heels back, bring your knees straight. And then heads of the shoulders, delts are forward, away from the hands. Rhomboids, serratus, all the underarm ones, going up, shoulder blades up, hips up, knees up, until finally you can get your feet up. And then we'll take 10 breaths in here. So if you've already done 5, do 5 more. Everything's reaching up. And then with the breath, using the breath to come down slowly and controlled, just lowering gently as the hips go back, making your way back to child's pose. Just let the whole body relax and the shoulders relax. Very, very nice job, guys. I can feel the energy. Even when these are pre-recorded, I can feel how well or how not well you are taking in my instructions. It feels like a class. A live class. So even though it's recorded, it's also happening in real time. If you know what the law of physics is for that, you can write that in the comments. Oh man, it's with my tongue. But anyway, let's make our way to our backs and close out today. So those of you who want to take Happy Baby or Figure 4, I'll lead you through like a twist that can feel pretty nice. So let's take our knees up and bring our right ankle to our left knee, and pull the left knee in. Flare the right toes, flare both toes actually, and the right knee back. And then open up the arms and then drop the right foot down so that there's that nice even twist that just comes naturally. You can look over towards your right hand. Make any adjustments that you need to. Inhale, lift both knees, drop the right foot, switch sides, left ankle on top of right knee. Lift the right knee towards the face and grab either behind the hamstring or the shin. And then press toes away. Sacrum is reaching down. Left knee is reaching away. You can use that left elbow to help you if you like. As you pull the right knee in. So it's a nice counter pose to a lot of the stuff we were doing. And then keeping those toes engaged, open up the arms and then drop the knees to the right, looking over that left hand. And depending on your flexibility, that right knee can dictate how much you feel this stretch. Sometimes I like to let the left leg kind of flop open, to get some more kind of a circuitous stretch in the groin and the outer hip. And then exhale, bring both knees up. Bring your head chin to chest and squeeze up in a crunch. And then exhale, lengthen out the spine, release everything, open up the feet, and we'll make our way to our Shavasana. Back of the head, back of the neck nice and long. Open up the heart and begin to settle the breath. Feeling the whole body supported on the floor. Take next few minutes here in your Shavasana. And I will see you next week. Namaste. Good job today.